going on, you guys? Phase Rainbow here. Today we're going to take a look at the 92 Suzuki Quadrunner 300. This video I'm doing for Drew and Curtis. Draw for Curtis and Drew. Their channels are JarShot Drew and StarQuest www.toxicredneck.com. Link is in the description for both channels. If you guys want to go check them out, link is in the description, like I just said. But for today, and the videos for everybody else too, for those that are wondering. But I'm just doing a quick review for on the bike here for them. And I believe StarQuest, aka Curtis, had a Suzuki on his channel a long time ago. But here's so I just figured I'd do a picture for him or a video or whatever. So this bike has a 12-volt winch, super winch. Been on here for years. My grandpa, before he passed away, welded like this metal plate onto the rack, and so he can attach the winch onto it. Which I would wish he had it more into the middle than the side, but it is what it is. It does its job. That's all that matters. And it's got my dad put this strap on to put that clip's so old, but it works. So the dad put the thing on there for me. So yeah, there's the front. I put this toolbox and strap on myself. Baby spider. Here's the side. This thing also is equipped with a cooling fan. I blew the fuse on it last year because I drowned this bike into the waters. What I did realize was the fuse fan was on, and it blew the fuse because so much water pressure. But here's the back, and also this will be a quick review on what's been done on it. The universal here, I don't know if I gotta be careful because the motor's hot, but you can't really see, but where my finger is on both sides of the universal, like the yoke is welded because it did snap. Ooh. Right here. I'm also checking at the same time to make sure the welds are good. This appears to be good, I guess. Looks like that one's gonna snap, but it looks, I don't know. I used to have a hitch on there on the back. I don't know what happened to that, unless my dad took it off. He used it for his four-wheeler or whatever. I don't know. I know this bike used to have a hitch. I don't know if my dad took it off or my grandmother did. I don't know what happened to it. But this box came off of a 1986 Kawasaki Bayou 300 two-wheel drive. We picked it up for $150. We were going to restore it, but it needed way too much than what we thought it would need, but so we just got rid of it. But here's the other side. It has 4,700 kilometers or miles. I don't know if you can see that. That's how much I have. And that's how much I put on during the course of the weekend and last weekend as well. This thing is equipped with diff lock, 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, reverse, super low, low, and high range. The only way you can get into diff lock is in super low, but there is a modification you can do on the King Quads and Quadrunner 300s as well as 250s. There's a modification where you can start the bike and no matter what gear you're in. Because what happens is if you have the bike on and if it was to stall but you're still in gear, you can still technically start it as it's in gear, but normally the normal bike would never do that. Motorcycle. So what will happen, there's a modification or you can actually make the bike to start in gear, but there's also another modification where you can use super low in any gear. So, in order to go in super low, you have to have the. Oh no! In order to use diff lock, sorry, you have to go. You have to be in super low. But there's a way to. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. It's a long story, but there's 2 modifications. It's hard to explain here, but whatever. So there's the gear pattern. I'm gonna start it up. These trucks should stop fucking passing the roads here. Goddamn fucking cars. Right now because it's on a hill. She runs good. And this thing wants to roll down the hill. This thing wants to roll because the reason why it's starting to roll a little bit is because it's on the hill. See? Also, what's been done on this, guys, is I forgot to mention in the video, it got a carburetor rebuild or clean up or something like that. I can't remember what my dad said. And also, so that's been done. The universal's been rewelded, like I showed you guys, as well as the one universal piece in the wheel. It's been changed. No front brakes, but it's got back brakes. From what happened was, the front brakes got seized really bad from last year because what happened was I ran on my bike, and then shortly before winter time, the brakes started seizing up really bad. So my dad had to take the brakes apart, and this bike sat pretty much the whole winter time. This ball joint in the front here busted off last year, but we replaced it, and it was so hard to find the ball joints for this bike. It cost me $180. This bike sat for 3 years when I first got it. It only cost me $180 to get it out of the shop. All it needed was a carburetor rebuild and clean up as well, and the tank needed to be cleaned. So the tank needed to be cleaned, carburetor rebuild, fresh brand new battery, and that was about it. That's all she needed. And Drew, I still have the same battery. Right now I still have the same battery as the I'm on the same battery from when I first got this bike. Yeah, I still have it, still holding lots of battery power. I'm actually quite surprised. Almost 2 years on the same battery. But they usually last quite a long time. They last about 3-4 years, depending on how you use it, right? Or depending on how the weather is, etc., etc. But this is the 12-volt winch. My grandpa, this is the kind of winch he installed. Oh, there goes my freaking GoPro case. Well, that's about it. I'll do a little demonstration here. See, in order to go in reverse, so right now I'm in gear. For those that never owned a Suzuki and do and don't really know how to use it, in order to go reverse, you got to make sure it's in neutral. Pull back this red lever, go in reverse, do what you got to do, and then in order to get back into neutral in gear, pull the lever back and bring your gear up again, and then you're in gear and down for neutral. Yeah, so I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm just gonna do a quick demonstration on how the gears work. Alright, neutral. Okay, so I'm not going to be using any of these gears because it's not necessary. So, I'm in low range right now. Just gives it a little bit of lower power for when you have like loads and heavy loads and stuff. Now, sometimes what you gotta do on this four-wheeler is when you're trying to put it in low range or super low range, sometimes it won't click in all the way. So what will happen is sometimes you'll have to have it in neutral or gear. And what you have to do as you're doing it, as like you're pushing it, you gotta go up or down a gear and then it'll click in. So for example, well sometimes it doesn't always do it. It doesn't always do it, but sometimes. So what will happen is, sometimes it won't go in low gear and you gotta, so right now, I have it in neutral. See, it won't click into high. So what will happen is, it went into neutral. So I don't know if you see in camera, it won't go into high. So what will happen is, make sure it's in neutral. And see, I never touched the lever. It clicks into place when you put it in gear. So I'll put it back in neutral. It won't go into low range. Clip it into the gear. It'll go into place in the low range. Same with super low. Won't go into super low. Put it up in gear. Clicks in the gear. So what if you're still in gear? Sometimes it will do it. Sometimes it won't. But it will automatically. Sometimes. So if you're ever in neutral, you know, that's what you gotta do. But if you're in gear, it's better to do it in gear than not in gear. But sometimes it gets a little tricky. Mine is a little tricky because it was seized, but my dad freed it, so it's good. So now I'm gonna put this bike away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, please smash the like button. Tune in to Drive Shaft Drew and Starpress, www.toxicredneck.com. Both channels, link in the description. Drew and Curtis, hope you enjoy, and we'll see you guys next time. I know I didn't do very much videos. I will do another video next time on the sled. My dad just said he might be getting it going soon, but it's way too hot to be doing it right now. But sometime later in the fall, well, we're going to be doing the carburetor and might do a big startup on it, but that will be definitely on video. Hopefully I'm there when he does it. Most likely it probably won't happen, but I'll do, no matter what, I'll do a video on it. But yeah, we're just gonna go from there. So guys, hope you enjoy and we'll see you next time.